Recently, there's this student who's feeling really lost. He wants to pursue a career as a scientist and start a business related to on-chain analytics. The thing is, he's already learned everything he needs to know with us. I'm not sure what kind of strategies this on-chain analysis tool uses, so I decided to come up with 10 on-chain strategies you wouldn't think of. Each idea will get its own episode, totaling 10 episodes. Of course, I'll mainly focus on the concepts here. At the end of the code, we'll give you a demo for reference. If you find this content interesting, make sure to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and share it on your social media. Thanks, everyone. I think this method is super useful. I use it all the time when I'm scanning the blockchain, like keeping track of how often contracts are being called in new blocks and how many different callers there are. But I haven't actually turned it into a tool yet. If I did, it might just blow up. Basically, we're going to take each time period, like within 1 day or 24 hours, and sum up the number of times the token address is called, whether that's every minute, every hour, or something in between. Then, the number of callers builds up, and you can check out the trend changes in the last minute, 30 minutes, or hour to gauge the project's popularity. Once the hype starts to slow down, it doesn't mean growth needs to shrink, it just needs to take a breather. At that point, we really have to be ready to pull back, because we know that every meme has its own characteristic. Especially for those lesser-known memes, it's really like a quick wave. The project team might build some hype at the beginning, and a lot of people jump in right away. But gradually, those who were meant to get in have already done so. Then, the people who were hyped up before got in too. If the project's marketing team doesn't take any further steps, we usually play it safe like that, just like how it is with regular small investors. And when growth starts to slow down, we can just go out now. Of course, you think it'll heat up for an hour, cool down for an hour, and then heat up again for an hour? Definitely. But the excitement afterward is definitely going to be lower than during that first hour. So can this method really monitor a project that's basically dead and suddenly bring it back to life? Absolutely. For instance, if the contract address of a project has been completely ignored for days or even weeks, it can still get revived. In the last couple of hours, there's been a lot more interaction, so something's definitely up. But we usually don't jump on these old topics because there are just way too many dead projects out there. You can't keep track of them all, and it's really a waste of resources. 2 is risky. The certainty isn't as high as it was on day 1 of the project. Of course, all of this is for learning purposes only and doesn't constitute any advice. Now let's take a look at this code. Hotspot tracking strategy. In the last 24 hours, track the number of token address calls every hour and sum them up, then withdraw. Assuming he won't take any further action, what we're looking at here is the Dune dashboard. There are a lot of users who have uploaded their own dashboards, and I also created one for myself. It's this one. What I mean is that I'm monitoring the address of a certain contract, and this contract could be some smart contracts, or it could be some memes or whatever. Any token works, like ERC20 or ERC721. It doesn't really matter. So what are we monitoring for? So every hour of the day, each of these columns represents an hour. And within that hour, there's a transfer or interaction happening. So that's usually just the number of times he transfers money, right? We can see this is from the last hour. And here we notice, is there a gradual increase? And then around 19 a step-by-step decrease. So we can use these methods to see what's happening with this token. Has the hype around this meme died down a bit? If you're looking to check out other tokens, you can just delete this address. I'm using PX to show you guys what's up. If you want to pump some other memes, just swap this out. But right now, this code can only track EVM chains like BSC or ETH and stuff like that. But Solana doesn't support it for now. If you're paying attention, you'll notice that this data is about the number of contract interactions, not the number of trades for a specific token on Uniswap or some other DEX. To be honest, do you think there's a demand for people to transfer certain tokens to each other here? These meme coins can't be used to buy anything, so most of the interactions are just swapping on DEXs with really no other options. I'm going to keep improving this code, and once it's polished, I'll save this dashboard and make it available for everyone to use for free. Okay? If you're interested, don't forget to like and follow. See you in the next.
For a structured learning path in developing Web3 projects on Solana and other EVM chains, make sure to follow our channel for more tech insights. If you'd like to join our bootcamp, head over to my Patreon. With a free subscription, you'll receive a Web3 project development learning blueprint, outlining the essential skills to quickly build your own dApp. See you there.